Hi everybody, I hope you're all doing well. So first off, Red Bull. I am officially driving back from hometown, and if anything, I wanted to share some of my thoughts, kind of going day by day. First off, I got there around Sunday. I got in like later Saturday night. Once I got in, I effectively just went to bed. I was pretty used to the idea of going to kava bars and just spending time with my friends that I met over there, but that's kind of dwindled throughout the times that I would come down, so I wasn't too necessarily worried about it. Instead, my mother was actually still awake, and I had the chance to say hi to her. She shared a glass of wine with me. We spoke for a little bit, but ultimately I wanted to go to bed because we were going to go tomorrow to a brunch, and indeed we did. We went to brunch around 1 p.m. and it was really nice because I had the opportunity to try many different wines and overall get to spend time with my mother. One of the most crucial things I must say for sure is I don't know if maybe perhaps just the impact that family, like the impact that you all have had on me and just describing, and me just talking about family in general, probably thanks to my ex-VR girlfriend, of course, but I would always take the extra time to just hug my mother. I would open the door for her. I would hold her hand whenever I could. And overall, I just felt a lot more confident to be around her. Like I had this ability to finally felt like I actually was something. And oftentimes I feel like if I go and see her, I more often than not see myself as a failure. There's been many points in my life where I feel like my mother just doesn't see me as what she wants me to be. And in my eyes, I would consider that as a failure. But of course, I found this sense of validation and, self-worth through my YouTube channel, and with you lovely community and the people who watch my streams and my videos and everything. It's helped exude so much more confidence to the point where I can just see my mother and confidently know that I am something. And I think she understands that. She knows that I definitely speak in a lot more leadership tone. And sometimes she had some moments where she would try to rise some things out of me, but I quickly shut them down a lot more confidently than I used to before. But I love my mother to death. I appreciate her so much. I almost thought about telling her about my YouTube channel when I was down there, but the moments I was able to just stand there with her, laugh with her, enjoy the time with her, and overall just be there for her. Someone's calling me from some really random location. I don't think I'm gonna look at that for now. Sorry about that, everybody. Can you all see me? Now you can see me. But the most important part I'm trying to get across is I love my mother wholeheartedly, genuinely, truthfully, unconditionally. I don't really ever want anything from my mother ever again, truthfully. She's done more than enough. And even then, she still helps me in certain matters as well. All things considered, she is a fantastic mother. I have nothing to be upset about. I have everything to be grateful about. And it took me till now to realize all of this. And I can only hope at the very least, as time goes on, she can continue to be healthy. She can continue to have good fortune fall upon her. And overall, she can just be the best she can be. As for my stepfather too, I must appreciate my stepfather a lot too, because he's always been that reliable source, that anchor in the family. While I love my biological father a lot, my stepfather was actually there a lot more. And I always want to make sure I get the credit where credit's worth due. Even my biological father, before he passed away, said that my stepfather was a very good father. I appreciate my stepfather very much, and the stoicness that he handles and the capabilities of what he can do. I'm also, overall, just want to make sure that I know that I care for him. I maybe not as affectionate to him as I am to my mother, because he's just not really that kind of person, but I will still take the time to talk to him. I'll still take the time to get to know him and just see his likes and interests, because he does mean a lot to me. He's done so much for me, and it's only fair that I make sure I include him as a family member, because he is one by the end of the day. So that Sunday, I had a pretty good time. But I will say, after I was all that said and done, when I was with my parents, I actually decided to go towards downtown. Now, downtown hometown is actually really nice. There are some like buildings, high-rise buildings, stuff like that. Not crazy, but there's a couple downtown areas where you can just go, you know, drink if you want, go party with friends. There's some escape rooms. It's actually a lot of fun. But also the Intracoastal's right there. If you don't know what an Intracoastal is, it's basically like a river that is like between like the mainland and an island until it's the actual like ocean. So people like to park next to the Intracoastal, just watch the water move, or just stand nearby it even at nighttime. Now, granted, where my hometown area is, they're homeless people, and you know, it's a little bit undesirable in a sense because you get a little fearful walking through it. But once you get past that, I was just walking. I would just go. I had music that I was listening to, which honestly, the song that I was listening to, I might make into a mini music video because I really want to devote my dedication to that song. That song has helped me really reflect a lot, clear my head a lot, and just give me the opportunity to reset my path, understand what I need to do, and overall what I need to focus on. For example, before I actually did this video diary, I was just kind of evaluating my last live stream, the birthday live stream, and I feel like I repeat myself way too much, or I constantly use these matters of like saying 3 or 4 things at one time, when in reality that's just me actually kind of doing it as filler, which is, when I say that, and when you start to realize that, you're like, oh well, yeah, Roller said it, now it's kind of lazy. And that's why I admit it myself, because I'm always trying to reevaluate my process and see how I can do things better. That was one of the things I thought about during my downtown walk, taking the time to just reflect how I can do things better in general, like my VR chat events, my live streams, my short form videos, and of course my long form videos. You guys can't see me. Of course, my long form videos. I want to genuinely change. I want to improve, and overall take the opportunity to figure out where I can whenever I can. Now, of course, I developed my own crutch words at this point, like opportunity, for example, is one of them that I say all the time. I say if anything all the time too. I just need to cut those out. I need to focus more on trimming the fat and being a lot more concise in how I speak. Will it take time? It most likely will. But that's not going to stop me from continuing to reflect and think about it. But on top of that too, I still want to make sure I take the time to appreciate my community members. I feel like, unfortunately, on this trip, even though I have a gaming laptop, I forgot to bring my laptop charger. So I really couldn't do much of anything in terms of work for the Discord server or anything in between. It was unfortunate, but I still had the see, I almost said it again. I still had the ability to be able to be there for my community members. We've had some pretty good talks, and if anything, I was actually very happy because I had the chance to celebrate my 1K subscribers. Now, I got 1K subscribers during the middle of this trip that I took back down to hometown. And I'm very happy that I did, honestly, because the last video diary that I did, I'm stuck in limbo. I went up to when I got 990, I went up to 996, and then I went down to 995, 994, and I went all the way down 990. And then I got back up. I got back to 994, then I got up to 996, and then I got back down to 994, and then went back down to 995, and then I posted a more inspirational video, which is what seems like it gets the subscribers, just being candidly honest about it. It seems like what gets more of the subscribers, and then that actually brought me to 1,000. Of course, I was still worried. I was like, please don't go back down. Please don't go back down. Let me solidify the 1,000, please. But now I'm actually at 1,010 subscribers, so I have 1.01K. But that was definitely something I was very proud of too. And actually, the next day, I got to see my best friend, my real life best friend. Him and I spent a lot of time together yesterday, and I'm very happy that we did. First, we met up at the Copper Bar, and we just got a chance to chat with each other. He got to tell me about his job profession, and I was able to ask really good questions related to his job. I'm very proud of myself, actually. I got to learn a lot, and the ambitions that he has, and the opportunities for growth, and all this good stuff. He seems like he's doing really well for him, and I'm honestly very proud of him. If he ever watches this video diary, he probably would, because he knows I told him that I'll probably put him in my next video diary. So if anything, if you're watching this, I want to make sure that you know that I appreciate you a lot, and thank you for the time that we had yesterday. I want to make sure you continue to grow and you continue being a better person any way you can. Always make sure you keep your heart in the right place, though. That is what I've taught you, and I want to make sure you know that because I always want to keep my heart in the right place. We are the kind of people that have to be out there to help take care of those who can't take care of themselves, and you know this better than anybody else. I want you to ensure that you keep that positivity and you keep that great sense of light to ensure that others they feel welcome. It's always been within you that with your good intuition and your very strong charisma that you have the ability to help influence others for the better. I've always seen that since the very beginning. My real life best friend and I have been friends for, I think at this point, over a decade. And I've been very proud to be able to see him grow up from what he was to what he is now. I truly, wholeheartedly, 110% wish him the best. I appreciate you, and I love you a lot. Please be well, and please take care of yourself. We did so much fun, we enjoyed ourselves a lot. We really got deep a couple times. And I mentioned a couple things to him too, but it all came through because of my extra confidence that I had as a person. Being able to just converse with other people and actually feel good while doing so. The confidence that I have right now is really high, and I almost feel like a leader in that own right. People who have probably spoken to me and have spoken to me before can probably understand the change I've underwent. And in fact, it's probably became ever proud. It's funny, I'll mention it this way too. When I saw my real life best friend, the first thing when he met me at the Kava bar, we hugged, and he told me, your face looks different. You look a lot more content. And you know what? Yeah, I'm pretty content, honestly. I'm very content to know that I have this YouTube community, my VR chat community, and my Discord community. What more could I want at this point? And it's funny because we were talking about collab ideas. I'll probably keep it under wraps for now if it ever potentially happens. But I have to try to fine tune his idea because I have some standard I want to hold for my community in particular, or my live streams. I don't want to be too crazy, outlandish, or overstimulating, and definitely not have sexual or racist or whatever jokes, because I'm trying to run a PG-13 community here. It's a lot more meme-y, brain-rotty kind of stuff, if anything, and that's fine. It's stuff that just helps us escape from reality for a moment. But trying to bring that stuff into it is just bringing reality into it, which is what I honestly don't want to have. But regardless, I like the idea of collabing with him, and maybe potentially other friends as well. I technically did a collab with my internet, not really a collab, but with my internet best friend. I had her actually come on with one of the videos that I did. And funny enough, that's actually one of my highest viewed videos recently. It's 2.4K, which I never really thought it would get that high in the first place because it was kind of a stupid joke that I had. First off, I don't even listen to heavy metal like that. I just asked my roommate for a song, and he gave me a really song with heavy screaming and stuff like that, and I was just like, you know what? I'll roll with it. Here's the funny thing. I had that idea come to fruition because one time I was listening to heavy metal music with my roommate. It's not my favorite thing to listen to personally, but the idea came in my mind where I was like, you know what? I serve a lot of coffee. I could probably do a video where it's POV, the music that plays in my head while serving coffee. And well, there it is. I had another song in mind that he told me, and I personally had a song in mind as well, but I think that worked out just fine. Besides, it's funny meme material too. If you all want to take that song and if you all want to take that moment and just change the song or something else, that'd be pretty funny actually. Maybe even I would do that myself to maybe encourage it. I don't know. Is that me just being desperate for my content to be used? Potentially. But it's funny because you can put a lot of different things in there. You honestly can put anything. You can put country music, you can put R&B, you can put rap, you can put whatever you want. It's just a funny, stupid way of just doing a meme joke. And honestly, at this point, I want to be able, when I get back, I want to be able to do more meme stuff. I want to do that dance that's like this or whatever, but I'll figure out what that song is called. But I want to do that too. But I also want to do more music videos, and that's what I'm really excited about. Now that I'm past the 1K mark, I really just want to do more passion projects. Don't get me wrong, I love my inspirational and motivational content, but I just really want to do something that's more energizing, stimulating, engaging. I love being able to make sure you all have a positive and hopeful message. It's always great for me to be able to provide that sense of impact upon my community. But I just want to be silly. I want to do goofy things. I want to just make music videos. I want to just do funny meme stuff. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do more of it. The little POV thing is just the start of it. And I want to make sure I can continue that trend. I want to remind you all this is random slandom. I do a mixture of silly and serious at all times because this is what I want to be conveyed as, just random. But I have a sense of respect and a sense of compassion behind everything to ensure that everything I do is done with heart. It's done with soul. to remind you all that just because it's all random doesn't mean it can't be slandered. That doesn't even make sense in the grand scheme of things. Regardless though, with my best friend, I really appreciate it. We went all around the town and we just did a lot of different fun, cool, crazy things. It was a great night. I'm very happy to have the chance to just be there with him. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see his wife, but that's okay. Maybe I'll be able to see her next time, and I hope she does well too. And I told him many a times that I wish her well. I'm very happy for the two of them, and I hope they continue to just have great health, wealth, and overall, the next time I see them, maybe they'll have their house. And, you know, maybe they might even have a kid come along the way. I want the best for him. I really do. And by extension, I want the best for her too. So I'm very happy that I at least had the chance to see him. And then today, I didn't really do much of anything. I ran. I kind of learned some unfortunate things. Like I used to like this really nice food hall, but unfortunately it's closed. What can you do? And then I spent time with my parents one more time. I will say this is one of the funniest things. Way back when I used to live with my parents, which is not too long ago when I think about it, we would always watch Family Feud. Now, I like Family Feud. I like being able to try to guess the things and see what may be right, what may be not so right. And spending it with my mother and stepfather was just an iconic thing that we would do. The last night I was there, we just ate at home, had some burgers, really nice burgers actually. I'm very appreciative of my mom for making me them. But overall, we were watching Family Feud too. And honestly, when I was just sitting there watching Family Feud, being with them, I felt like I was back. Like I felt like I was back in the initial condition where I was living with them, just being there with them. It's nice to be able to see my parents and just look at them, like observe them, see them be happy, see them smiling, see them be able to just be the people that they are. I get so fearful of the days where, you know, tomorrow can lead to something where my mother or my stepfather can have an unfortunate situation happen. So I wanted to make sure I can embellish and cherish the time that I can. They mean a lot to me. They really do. And I hope one day when I show them this channel and they see the many countless content when I talk about them, but I talk about them because I love them so much. They're always in my thought, in my mind. Same with my brother, same with my real life best friend, and same with my 3 friends that I met at the Kava bar before I left. Now, the times were a little more dodgy in that situation, and I was trying to figure out a way to make sure we could all get together, which thankfully they made it work and I appreciate it. But when I was sitting in the Kava bar, they were all just, you know, I was talking to them individually, getting to know them a little bit. One of my friends is, you know, working on the AI stuff, which, you know, by all means, however they want to spend it, however they want to spend it. But even though I've talked a lot about AI already as is, but I made sure I took the time to tell them all I wanted to tell them something, and it's this, my YouTube channel, and I'm sure they'll probably watch this too. And one of the most important things I told those 3 is that there's only a few reasons why I come back down to hometown. It's my parents, my real life best friend, and those 3. So I appreciate them coming out. I'm very thankful to have the ability to be able to see them. They seem like they're healthy, and that's all I can ask for, honestly. One of them was the person I mentioned back in my birthday stream that was, you know, that did the really cool birthday thing. And I'm very thankful that they gave me that special moment. Every single one of those people, those 3 people have made me feel special in some way, shape, or form, and they may not even realize it. So my most important goal then is to make sure I make them feel special. As with my 3 Kava bar friends, my real life best friend, my parents, my brother, anybody else these days, even just some random stranger across the street. It's important for me to make sure people feel special, make sure they feel welcome, make sure they feel happy, and just to make sure they smile. It's been like a long, this is my dedicated goal now. This is what I must do with my life, and this is probably how I will spend the rest of my life. Am I upset about it? No. I love seeing people smile. I love seeing people be happy. Just having this chance to converse with each other and forget about the world for a second. Now they can talk about the world too. Why not? Just socialization in general is an important thing to help people from being alone with their thoughts. If you're alone with your thoughts for an extended period of time, usually that doesn't do good for the mental health. So being able to see people just talk shit, talk about, you know, whatever, as long as it's not dramatic or negative, I don't really like that because then negativity is not nice. Negativity shouldn't be spread. It should just be us forgetting about things. being humans and connecting with each other. They were doing that this night. And my best friend and I were doing it together. And my parents and I were doing it together too. Just the laughter that they share, just the way they conduct themselves and how they speak, the tones they use, and the genuine sense of appreciation that they feel in any given moment that they can. It's lovely to see. And it reminds me why I do what I do. And I don't want to stop doing what I do. Because ultimately, I want to make them proud. I want to make everybody proud. My parents, my brother, my internet and real life best friend, my Kava Bar friends, everybody. This work is exhausting. I'm not going to lie. I can't exactly keep it up all the time because I'm admittedly just trying to provide like a very heavy resource to utilize with just about everybody. And now granted, I can provide my positivity in the smallest moments. Hence why I've said it before, like I'll hold the door open for that person. Or I'll make sure to clean up after myself when I'm at a restaurant. It's just the small symbols, the small signs that you can do when you don't even think about it. It's what can help you be that positive person that the world needs and make a better impact to everybody. You might be surprised just taking that time to open that door for that person, or just taking the time to put an extra effort to provide less cleaning work for a waiter or a waitress. People realize it. People recognize it. You may never get told it's been recognized, but people do recognize the stuff. Give that compliment where you can. Show that appreciation where you must. Ooh, there's like 3 trucks right next to each other. That's a little scary. But it means everything. Positivity can have as much of an impact as negativity. And I always try to tell myself this, to remind myself, the smallest moments, the one-on-one moments, the group moments, the situations where I can acknowledge one person, I can make a difference just by how I acknowledge them. And I will continue to try my best to continue to make that difference. I want to ensure that people feel respected and valued in this world. There's already a lot of crazy situations going on where they may feel like they've been dejected or alone, which makes people become depressed and decide to do something they probably shouldn't do. I hope I can stand taller each and every day so I can be better for those people, those who feel like they don't have an opportunity in this world. And I just want to extend my hand out and give the ability to remind them there is hope for you. There is still a world for you. Just because you don't see it right now doesn't mean that it's not there for you. There are people all around the world that would wish for you to not do what you think you're going to do. There are people closer by that will be devastated if you do what you're going to do. And there are some people out there that will literally kill themselves if you do what you're going to do. The answer is to never do it, please. There is always opportunity. There is always a chance. There's always hope that something can turn around, that something can be better, that something will just be where you're not right now. If you feel like you're going to do it, please don't. Put it down. Put it away. Think twice. You don't understand who you're impacting by taking such a really rash and harsh decision. And I hate talking about this. I hate going to the situation. But all the stuff that I've done, all the growth that I've made, all the aspects of me just trying to figure out people better is done because my fundamentals tell me to prevent that. The final solution, the bad thoughts, the unaliving, if you will. Me going down the hometown reminded me how much of a growth I've taken from the last time I went down to now. And I'm very happy that I have the ability to be able to go down there and make sure I can take care of things as necessary. And as for everybody who's here, and as for everybody who watches this, thank you for watching this one. And it may not be as long as the others, but that's okay. I don't have much to say. But there is one more thing I do need to say to Roller. Roller, I'm glad you had a fantastic trip. And I know by the end of it all, we're going to look back at this live stream and probably make fun of the realization that we just say a bunch of random words all over again. We don't even realize it at this point. Still got to fine tune, I see. Just a little bit tired of anything. But you're still on the right path. You're still doing something right. This is all still worth it. we have to reevaluate some things and make sure that we can still keep up our energy as best as possible so we can keep serving the lovely community that we have. It's not going to be easier, and it's definitely not going to get any easier. But nothing worthwhile doing is easy. And I think if anything, we should just continue to be proud of the community that we have. I can't wait to live stream again because I want to be able to have a chance to reach out to you all and have, properly catch up with chat and have the ability to just connect and be there. I've been yearning about it, honestly, and VR chat events and everything. I just want to be with you all again. I miss you all. I really do. I never really thought I would say that, but I did. And I don't mean that in a way it's like, oh, I despise you all or whatever. No. It just feels like I gotten so used to seeing you all and understanding who my community is. But the truth of the matter is, after being separated for a bit, I really yearn for a live stream. Or I really yearn for VR chat events. I want to make sure I can continue making that impact to you all. And that you continue to make that impact to yourselves. That's all I mean by it. 1K, thank you everybody, truly. I'm surprised I was able to make it. I didn't really think I would continue to make it and get from here. Now at this point, some people are going to surpass me or whatever, but that's fine. I did what I needed to do. And not a lot of people in their life can say that they made it up to 1K subscribers, But I'm still going to keep going. I still want to find chances to experiment, do new things, do crazy, kooky things, and overall just have fun with it. My channel is to have fun and enjoy myself, to be able to laugh and smile and have fun just as much as you all do too. So Roller, from now on, please get rid of this unrealistic expectation you have. Vibe. Have fun. Enjoy yourself, please. This is nothing worth killing over. It should be everything. It should be nothing but fun. Thank you all. Truly. 1K subscribers. 168 Discord members. And lots and lots and lots of memories. Laughter. Love. And smiles. I'm so happy I get to drive home from hometown. And the realization that I have actually am making a difference. That I actually have people under me that I want to inspire and motivate every day. And it's because of reasons like that is why I can say that I'm being my best self. Thank you all for giving me this ability to be who I want to be. And I hope, if anything, I can continue to serve you the best I can to ensure to let you know I want to be there for you wherever I can, whenever I can. I'm scared of what the future will hold and how personable I will be able to be to you all, but I'll find my way. I'll try my best to ensure that you feel involved, you feel included, you feel seen, and you feel heard. You mean everything to me, and I want to make sure I keep saying that until the day I die. Until then, this is the end of my video. If you watched it, then I appreciate it. If you didn't, that's fine too. Roller, you're doing good. Keep going. Keep your head up. And remember, it's worth it.